right, can we start, Miss?
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. First of all, I would like to say thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us mercy and blessing. He gives us a great opportunity to be here together. Secondly, may peace and salutation we deliver to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness, and for all the amazing people who have joined our talk show today. The Honorable Head of English Department, Ms. Rostanti Toba MPD, the Honorable Dean of Education Faculty IAIN Samarinda, Dr. Muhammad Eka Mahmud MAG, the Honorable all the lecturers and our speakers for today. We have Ms. Dina Destari SSMPD, we have Mr. Sari Agung Sucahyo MPD, and Mr. Muhammad Abdul SPD. And to all my beloved brother and sister, thank you so much. Before we're going to start, it would be wonderful if we take a pray first. Therefore, the Honorable Ustadz Syarifatur Rahmatullah MPD, please, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Marilah bersama-sama kita berdoa kepada Allah agar acara kita pada hari ini berjalan dengan lancar. Al-hazin ya ala kulli niyatin salihah sya'ulillahi lahumul fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Rahmanirrahim maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina wa maulana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallim ajma'in. Allahumma rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim wa tub 'alaina ya Allah innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Allahumma sallimna wal muslimin wa 'afina wal muslimin wanfa'na bima 'allamtana ya Allah. Allahumma zidna 'ilma warzuqna fahma. Allahumma rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina 'adzabannar. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam Muhammad nabil ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa baraka wasallam. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ustadz Syarifatur Rahmatullah. Next, we love to hear the report from our beloved Chairman of Committee, Ms. Rostanti Toba MPD. Please, time is yours.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, I am as a representative of Language Education Department. In this time, I would like to inform that this event is our second webinar of Language Education Department for today, where we already had held the first Bincang online by Arabic Department, and this time is our second event today, online talk show by English Department. Thanks to the Dean of TBI and Teacher Training Faculty, also all the crew of Language Education Department, the head and the secretary of English and Arabic Department, and all of the staff who has been the host and co-host for today. In our event today, we have three speakers. The first one is Mr. Sari Agung Sucahyo, one of lecturer of English Department, and now he is a doctoral candidate in Universitas Negeri Makassar. Thanks for the time, Pak Agung. The second one is Mr. Muhammad Abdul Wahid, a facilitator of cultural exchange in Poland. Thanks for the time, although now he is 6 hours behind our time. and it's already about 7 in the morning in Poland right now. And the third speaker is Mrs. Dina Destari, who is also one of English department lecturer and also a doctoral candidate in one of university in New Zealand right now. Thanks for the time. And thanks also for all the audience who followed this event. Consists of students and alumni of English department of teacher training and Tarbiyah faculty of IAIN Samarinda. And also there are some of the audience from outside Kalimantan, from Aceh and other department. Thank you for the time, and hopefully you are enjoy our webinar today. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Miss Rostanti Toba MPD. So the next we would like to hear the speech from the Dean of Education Faculty IAIN Samarinda, as well as officially open our event for today. To Mr. Muhammad Eka Mahmud MAG, please, time is yours.
Thanks. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa mawalah. La haula wala quwata illa billah. Rabbi shrahli sadri wa yassirli amri. Wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Honorable Mrs. Dina Destari. Ini sudah lama tidak ketemu ya. Honorable Mr. Sari Agung Sucahyo. Beliau berdua ini adalah kandidat doktor. Then Mr. Abdul Wahid. And then Honorable Mrs. Rostanti Toba, Mrs. Widya, and Ibu Mrs. Nadia. And then Honorable Ustadz Syarif Fatur Rahmatullah. And then Honorable Mr. Fadel Shakir. Then Sopi Rua as moderator. The first, let's thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who is giving us some blessing and mercy so we can meet together in online talk show, seminar online prodi bahasa Inggris. And then secondly, salawat and salam always be Prophet Muhammad who has guide us from darkness to the lightness, that is Islam, our religion. Brothers and sisters, before I speak to you all, there is pantun. Bunga mekar di siang hari, ada mawar dan melati. Sungguh senang, enjoy dan bahagia di siang ini. Bisa ketemu para narasumber yang beken dan peserta talk show hari ini. Beri aplaus dong. Baik, yang pertama atas nama pimpinan Fakultas Tarbiyah dan Ilmu Keguruan, we give appreciate to a committee or panitia yang telah menyelenggarakan acara talk show hari ini. Mudah-mudahan Allah memberikan yang terbaik untuk peningkatan kualitas atau mutu tadris bahasa Inggris di fakultas kita tercinta. Kedua kalinya atas nama pimpinan Fakultas Tarbiyah dan Ilmu Keguruan mengucapkan terima kasih dan memberikan apresiasi yang besar kepada jurusan pendidikan bahasa yang dikomandoi oleh Mrs. Rostanti Toba dan tim. Mudah-mudahan selalu kompak untuk mengembangkan bahasa. Kalau tadi pagi itu adalah seminar online bahasa Arab, sekarang dilanjut dengan bahasa Inggris. Ini luar biasa. Mudah-mudahan ini bisa berlangsung dan kemudian bisa berjalan dengan lancar dan kemudian ada peningkatan dan dapat kita lakukan terus-menerus agar kompetensi di dalam pengembangan bahasa ini dapat kita raih di dalam peningkatan, terutama adalah kualitas kompetensi mahasiswa kita dan akreditasi untuk prodi, PBA maupun tadris bahasa Inggris. Perlu diketahui bahwa saya juga pernah dulu kursus bahasa Inggris di Pare, kurang lebih mungkin 1 tahun. Memang bahasa itu seperti yang saya katakan tadi, kalau tidak dipakai memang pasti lupa. Oleh karena itu memang harus ada environment, please create environment, language environment atau lingkungan bahasa sehingga kita bisa setiap hari menggunakan bahasa itu komunikasi dengan teman-teman, khususnya mahasiswa maupun prodi yang lain. Saya masih ingat betul ada pepatah yang saya ingat ketika waktu itu, ungkapannya begini, success we study no because cleverness, but success we study from get heart desire. Jadi kesuksesan dalam hal apapun itu bukan karena kepandaian dan kecerdasan kita. Mungkin bahasa Inggris, bahasa Arab, atau prodi-prodi yang lain, keilmuan yang lain, itu bukan karena kepandaian kita, tetapi karena kesungguhan dan kehendak hati kita di dalam mempelajari sesuatu. Bahasa Arab, bahasa Inggris, kalau ditekuni, insya Allah pasti kita akan bisa, akan hebat gitu ya. Bahasa Arabnya adalah mahirun jidan, bahasanya Ustadz Syarif. Oleh karena itu, saya mengharap bahwa marilah kita bersama-sama mengembangkan bahasa ini, baik di tingkatan pimpinan, kemudian di jurusan maupun di prodi, dan kemudian di mahasiswa kita, agar kita tidak menyia-nyiakan waktu, terlebih di masa sekarang ini, masa new normal, maka kita harus punya semangat baru, ada motivasi baru di dalam membaharui kehidupan baru kita. Selain di dalam perilaku kehidupan kita juga harus mengedepankan protokol kesehatan, tetapi kita juga di dalam mengembangkan keilmuan, khususnya adalah para mahasiswa, dan kita semua selalu mencari ilmu bisa melalui searching atau berita-berita atau informasi dari berbagai jurnal internasional atau jurnal nasional yang dapat kita kembangkan di dalam pengembangan keilmuan kita. Karena ini menjadi penting. Maka yang terpenting di dalam masa ini, kita walaupun di bahasa Inggris atau di prodi pendidikan bahasa Arab, harus punya inovasi yang tinggi di dalam mengembangkan, di dalam membuat pencerahan-pencerahan bagaimana belajar bahasa itu senang, tidak terbebani, kemudian menjadi hal yang biasa yang dapat kita lakukan di dalam perilaku kehidupan ini, baik di kampus maupun di rumah, sehingga inovasi ini penting. Mungkin inovasi tentang pembelajaran, inovasi tentang metode pembelajaran, maupun inovasi-inovasi di dalam pencarian sesuatu yang baru sehingga dapat mencerahkan di dalam keilmuan kita. Kemudian ini adalah juga di masa teknologi, maka kita juga tidak terlepas dari pengembangan teknologi. Gunakanlah teknologi ini dengan sebaik-baiknya. Maupun sekarang juga banyak aplikasi-aplikasi yang dapat kita gunakan di dalam media pembelajaran atau pencarian keilmuan sehingga dapat meningkatkan kompetensi dalam pemahaman bahasa kita, baik itu secara aktif berbicara atau di dalam secara pasif kita dapat menerjemah atau mentranslate dari bahasa Inggris ke bahasa Indonesia atau sebaliknya dari bahasa Indonesia ke bahasa Inggris atau dari bahasa Arab ke bahasa Indonesia, dari bahasa Indonesia ke bahasa Arab. Ini adalah sebuah inovasi dan silakan kalau memang mau menggunakan teknologi itu. Kemudian yang berikutnya kalau di zaman ini juga jangan cepat berputus asa ketika tidak mendapatkan sesuatu, harus cari solusi yang terbaik demi kebaikan. Silahkan teman-teman para mahasiswa yang ingin cepat selesai kuliahnya, itu saya salut sehingga nanti bisa cepat S2, bisa cepat S3 seperti Pak Dr. Sari Agung maupun Mrs. Dina Destari. Alhamdulillah beliaunya juga sudah sering sekali ke luar negeri, terutama mungkin di New Zealand atau Selandia Baru. Begitu juga Mas Wahid di Polandia, itu adalah sebagai contoh bagaimana caranya bisa ke luar negeri dan lain sebagainya. Sehingga keilmuan kita ini bisa bertambah, pengalaman juga bisa bertambah, tentu dialek bahasa antara satu dengan yang lain juga berbeda-beda. Itu yang dapat saya sampaikan di dalam acara online talkshow ini. Mari kita buka secara bersama-sama dengan membaca suratul Fatihah. Mudah-mudahan bisa berjalan dengan lancar dan mendapatkan keberkahan dari acara ini. Liridho ilahi ta'ala bisyafaati Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Arrahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Shiratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Amin. Baik, terima kasih kami ucapkan terutama kepada Ibu Dina Destari, kemudian Pak Sari Agung dan Mas Wahid yang telah memberikan waktunya dan ilmunya kepada mahasiswa dan kami-kami semua. Secara resmi bahwa acara ini saya buka, mudah-mudahan manfaat. Cukup demikian, ada kurang lebihnya mohon maaf. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah, wabiridho wal inayah, wallahu muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad Eka Mahmud MIG. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is all our opening ceremony for today. Let's all we together say hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. How are you, everyone? I hope you're doing great today because today is such a great day. We have 3 amazing speakers who are ready to share to us anything related to creativity of English department in new normal era. Before we going to start, I would like to mention some rules. The first one is each speaker have 15 minutes to deliver their material, and we have 30 minutes to question and answer sections. All the participant has a chance to write it down any questions on the chat, and then we will pick 3 of them later. Each questions for each speaker. All right, so make sure you stay here, stay in your room, stay in your bed until at the end of the event, because we will provide the link of the certificate at the end of the show, but we will still inform you later to your email. And then after Q&A sections, we also have taking picture together, so make sure you turn on your video conference. And I think it would be better if all the participants turn on your video, because so we could be able seeing your face. All right. Yeah, please turn on your video. Thank you. We're so happy to welcoming our first speaker for today, Mr. Sari Agung Sucahyo MPD. How are you, sir? Mr. Sari Agung Sucahyo, how are you, sir? Okay. Mr. Sari Agung was born in Samarinda, October 24, 1975. He worked as a lecturer of English department of YN Samarinda, but for now he's taking doctoral program at Makassar University. Has been head of language development YN Samarinda, and also coach of English community organization. He's graduated at Mulawarman University for undergraduate program, English Department of Education faculty in 2000. He's graduated at State University of Malang for master program, English Department of Education faculty in 2006. And now he's taking doctoral program, English Department at Makassar University. He also is a member of TEFLIN. TEFLIN is Teachers of English as a Foreign Language in Indonesia, and also he's one of consortium member of English Lecturers of PTKIN. So without any further ado, please welcome Mr. Sari Agung Sucahyo MPD. Time is yours, please.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oh, salawat dan salam It is an honor for me to get the invitation to before I start my want to assure that
Pardon, sir. Your voice is a little bit unclear here.
I want to ask the permission to have a
Pardon, sir. We can't hear your voice. Hello?
okay.
Maaf Pak, suaranya belum terdengar Pak Agung. Coba dicek tes. Di mute dulu. Masih belum terdengar Pak Agung. Oke, Sophie.
Yes,
mungkin diambil alih dulu sambil Pak Agung memperbaiki untuk ke jaringan. Sophie, silahkan.
All right. For all the participants, my beloved brother and sister here, please ask anything. Write it down. Your questions on the related to creativity of English department students in new normal era. So you can write anything on the chat, and we will pick 3 of them. And please, for those who haven't turned on your video conference, so we all together here can see our face for each other. It would be nice if we can staring our faces for each other. Yes, sir?
Okay, can you hear my voice now? Clearly?
Clearly, but so slow, sir.
Okay. Okay,
The volume.
Okay. Okay,
All right, great.
let me start this. This one. Okay, I would like to start my presentations by showing you this slide of PPT. First, the title of my presentation is Creative Learning in Normal Era. Before coming to the main points of this presentation, I would like to show you the patterns of learning. When we learn, actually we have three patterns. The first is learn, second one is relearn, and the third one is unlearn. Learn means that we learn something that we haven't learned it before or previously. Relearn is to learn something that we have learned before, and unlearn is to cancel what we have learned, and then to replace by the new one. It means that learning can be seen into the three perspective: knowing something new, refreshing something exists, and then improving our previous knowledge by the new one. So what I want to show you in the next slide will be will cover the three items that I show you just now. And then the third slide, I would like to talk about required competencies dealing with industrial revolutions 4.0. There are many versions, many perspectives, many points of view. If we talk about competencies required in industrial revolution 4.0 and also in the 21st century, but I come up with the two versions. First is transversal competencies developments from UNESCO, and the fourth is of 21st century. I do not want to mention it one by one because I have to speed up and I have to be quick with my presentation since the time is very limited. But we know that we in short we can sum up that we must have certain characters in order to survive, and to win the competition in the industrial revolution 4.0. The point like creativity is related with our discussions today. And then let's talk about new normal era. When we talk about new normal era, it means that we still meet two things here. First is freedom restriction, And then the second one is health protocol. Freedom restriction is just like a physical and social distancing. Um, it is not easy for us to visit some places, just like our governments cancels the plan to open a movie theater. Uh, Actually, the previous plan will be in the 29th this month. Yeah. So freedoms restriction. I mean, health protocol, wearing mask, washing hands, and check the temperatures, and etc. By these circumstances, finally, we have to choose. We have to come up with the option that we have to take. That's why remote learning, or some people call it as distant learning, come as the option. If we talk or discuss about remote learning, we will find three variables there. The first variable will be platform, and then the second one is user, and the third content. So in this case, it means that user has to hold highest authority among the two other variables. So the user has to select the platform, has to decide which content they are going to access, and etc. Platform in this case, just like what we have right now, Zoom, and also our most commonly used, or we call it aplikasi digital umat, chat digital umat, WhatsApp. Yeah, everybody use it. Yeah, and also about the content. The content is what is inside. Yeah, what is inside the platform. It can be casual chat. It can be uh, article, both scientific or not. It can be story, fiction, and etc. And next, I would like to continue by this section. Yeah. Platform selection. If we want uh, to use or to apply something on particular platform, it means that we must have reasons. We must have reasons to why I choose this or why I choose that. So in this case, I provide three reasoning. Yeah. The first is learning objective. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which application or which platform we are using. We have always to think about what are the objectives of our learning. So it has to be in line. Uh, and the second one, cost and practicality. So in this case, it's cost how much money we have to pay for accessing the platform, and then how practical. For example, the simple example is, for example, like Zoom. Zoom itself has two versions, for example, basic and premium. So basic is free, but when we want to upgrade into the premium one, it means that we have to pay amount of money. Practicality, it means that how easy we access, how easy we operate the application, and etc. That becomes the one of the reasons. And then the next one is supporting systems. We have to realize that supporting system is also important. For examples like the availability of electricity, and then also the most important things right now is the availability of internet connection. Um, So there must be something like a joke. Yeah. Long times ago, the theory of economy said that the primary needs of human consists of three. In Bahasa Indonesia, let me mention sandang, pangan, papan. But right now, there's an additional item. It becomes four: sandang, pangan, papan, and kuota. So that's what happened right now. So quota becomes very important. So that's why in some schools, yeah, uh, digital platforms with information and communication technology cannot be operated well there because yeah the limitation. Uh, but we have to be very grateful because governments and the corporate yeah, provide some policies including low cost internet, just like we find in some providers. Okay, next, creativity in remote learning. When we talk about the creativity in remote learning, there are three things I would like to offer my perspective here. The first is do not focus only one single platform or we have to be flexible. In this case, is flexibility. So in Bahasa Indonesia, I can say that jangan terlalu fanatik dengan satu platform. We can use various because we have to realize that every platform has its own strengths and also weakness at the same time. So we have to be flexible. Do not tidak boleh fanatik dengan satu platform saja. So if we refer to the learning objective, maybe some learning objectives can be achieved by one platform, but this platform cannot accommodate other learning objectives. So it requires other platforms. For example, VR can be combined by Zoom, can be combined with other platforms like Google Classroom and etc. And then the second one is content selection. Content selections is important in this case. We have to decide which content we have to access. So we can actually access from the blog, from website, from journal, scientific journal, and many other resources. So the more resources we access, actually it increase the possibility of our creativity. Um, yeah, content is very important in this case because when we learn, of course, we need to create, something like, for example, like we have to access a particular source. Then we have to decide, oh, I have to take this as my learning resources. But again, we have to decide whether this information or this content is valid or not. Just like simple illustrations, when we read our WhatsApp chat, of course, there are many informations there, but we have to decide whether we have to take it as our sources or not, whether we have to share or not. Is it valid or false? So it is very important. It's a part of creativity. And then the second one, the last one is content delivery. It means that how can we deliver the content? It has to be creative. For example, like it can be into the spoken, or it can be in terms of written form, into the graphic, into the video. Just like we know, for example, like YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. There is a terms like a content creator. So creativity also deals with the medium we we use to delivery the content if we in the learning process. This is a part of collaboration uh, aspect in the previous slide. Yeah. And and then I think this is the last slide. Yeah. Thank you very much. Uh, I hope everybody is not satisfied with my presentation. So we can open the question and answer session. Okay, I will give the time back to the moderator. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Very interesting topic here. We talking about freedom restrictions in Industrial Revolution 4.0. I quote one interesting point that you have mentioned before. It's about creativity in remote learning, and you mentioned one of the point is do not focus on one single platform. That's very important because we tend to boring when we're not or we're not when we're doing online study like here we tend to boring, so it is very important to differentiate or mix a variety of platform that we use for studying. Very interesting. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done yet. We still have two more great speakers, and the second speaker is very special because some of us are very familiar with him because he just graduated last year in 2019. He's a fresh graduate. He is so young, but he has so many experiences already, and I will mention some of them. From organizational background, he is student of Senate in Samarinda, English Community Organization, Theater Ikra, PMII. He also founder of English Debate Club. And correct me if I mispronouncing this one because it's Polski. He's joined Fungatsha of Eurawik international team in Poland. So he's now in Poland. There's around 6 hours gap time between Indonesia and Poland. Please welcome Mr. Muhammad Abdul Wahid. How are you, sir?
Hello everyone. I'm okay. How are you? How are you everyone?
I'm great, sir. How's Poland, sir?
Oh, today is sunny because here is summer time. But so sorry the first time because I'm being late because of the connection here, and I should wait for some of the students also because in the early morning some students they should leave the hotel because last night they already done about the closing of the activity. Yes. So now everything is good.
All right, it's all right, sir. So we're waiting for
Okay.
listening many more from there. So please share with us.
Okay. Okay. We can learn together. So, I have one question. Who will share the screen, or I should be the host, or I mean, the PowerPoint because I'm trying to share, but I'm not the host here.
Are you the co-host, sir? If you're the co-host, you can also share.
Okay. Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for all of the committee for inviting me today. I mean, here I just would like to share something that we can learn together, and the respectable all of my beloved lecturers of IEIN Samarinda, and also all of my classmates, even also all of the students of IEIN Samarinda. Nice to meet you here. And hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. It's clear.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, here we go. I just have 15 minutes, yes. Okay, hello everyone. It's me. My name is Wahid, alumni of IEIN Samarinda. Of course, I'm Indonesian, and here as the facilitator of the Euroweek Foundation. So normally I work with kids, or also with sometime with adult learner. Just share about the culture. Normally I teach like about Indonesian culture, even the Saman dance or the workshop about climate change or also the leadership normally. So it works to improve my English skill here. And so today we're gonna discuss about this because let's improve global competence in your normal era, especially for European studies. Why actually I choose this topic? Because based on my experience, I was a university student, so I like to hear about another countries. Means that I hope it can inspire you and can develop your motivation to go abroad. So here we're gonna discuss only in general. First is about geography, politics, international organization, people, the language, religion, climate, and food. Okay, I would like to ask you here, what is the first thing come to your mind when you heard about Europe? I'd like all of you can, probably who wants to say something here? Yes.
No.
No one?
No.
I mean, hello everyone. When you heard, for example, like me, when I heard about Europe is about the education system, or the people are more respect the time, more discipline. But of course, it's not only about European. If we compare to some countries in Asia, like Japan, they also respect the time. It's like based on like what I discussed with my Japanese friends. So I need your help. What is the first thing that comes on your mind when you heard about Europe?
Snow, sir. Snow.
No one. Oh. Okay.
Snow.
Okay. For me, of course, if we talk about European, if we compare to some Indonesian, especially for Indonesian, they are more taller than us. That's in physical appearance. Is it true? This is one of the stereotype. And also, if you ask for the European, what the first thing that's come to their mind when they heard about Asian or Asia, first they said about the crowded, the population, and also about the some of us are shorter than European. Yes, that's the stereotype from European. Normally, when I did the Asian studies for European people, they always say that Asian is smaller than them, and also but the ASEAN is intelligent, more intelligent. They are work hard based on the stereotype of the student and the teacher. Okay, and also about rice, because especially for the Southeast Asian people, we eat rice. Yes, like it's our main food. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. So guys, how many continents do we have in the world? No,
Pardon, sir. Sir?
How many continents do we have in the world?
Pardon, Mr. Wahid.
Hello? Can
We
you?
have 15 minutes for each speaker. 15 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
I'm gonna make a fuss here.
Yes.
Okay, so actually here we have, we can count together. We have 7 continents. First, Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, Antarctica, South America, and North America. All of them here, Asia is the biggest continent, number 1. And the second one is Africa. Europe, we're gonna discuss about this. Europe is the second smallest continent in the world after Australia. So remember, we have 7 continents in the world. Okay, moving on. And do you know how many countries do we have in the world? Okay, we're gonna discuss. Okay, do you know that actually there is no the specific answer because it depends on categories or definition. If according to the last partial recognition, they say to 201. And then according to this one, self-declaration states is 205. According to Olympic Committee is 206. According to FIFO Committee is 211. And according to Travelers Century Club is 327. And according to United Nations is 195. So based on this, which one we should follow? Of course, we follow the United Nations because they are intergovernmental organization. They manage about these countries. So, but of course, it still depends on the categories or definition. But in case we follow United Nations, we have 195 countries in the world. Okay, now let's move to Europe. Like what I mentioned before, we're gonna discuss about Europe here. Okay, this is Europe. How big is it? And you can read here, Europe continent cover absolutely. This is once more again, I said Europe is the second smallest continent after Australia. But here they mention is 6th largest continent in the world. Yes, because we have 7 continents before. The last one, the smallest one, is belongs to Australia. Okay. And so, how many countries in Europe? We can discuss how many countries. Okay, I will explain because it's just 15 minutes. Okay, actually, Europe continent has 51 countries by area, but again, according to United Nations, in Europe, we only have 44 countries according to the United Nations. And we can see this is the population. But still, Indonesia in the fourth, the biggest population after USA, number 4 in the world, because we have more than. This is the total. Okay, the population, all of the countries in Europe, means that 44 countries according to the United Nations. This is the population, and 11% of world population. Okay, this is the map of Europe. You can see that so many countries here. And remember, we have 44 countries. And we're gonna discuss this. Let's move to Western Europe. Okay, in Western Europe, we have Netherlands, Belgium, France, Germany, Luxembourg, Austria, Liechtenstein, and Switzerland, and Monaco. This is the countries in Western Europe, and this is the capital. You can see Vienna, Brazil, Paris, Berlin, Vaduz, Luxembourg City, Monaco, Amsterdam, and Switzerland. They mention here that there is no the capital because some people say that Zurich is the capital. Some people say that Geneva is like, and also they speak 4 languages for the Switzerland. It's like special. It's not because they build the country from another citizen, another society. There is no Swiss people because normally in the Swiss they come from France, they come from Germany, they come from Italy, they come from some country in Europe, and they build this country. So in Switzerland, and also that's why they speak 4 languages. they speak France, they speak Germany, they speak Italiano, and they speak English. Let's say like in Singapore, the official language are four. They speak English, they speak Mandarin, they speak Malay, they speak Tamil Nadu, or they speak Tamil. This is one of the ethnic in India, but it's not the language, it's not Hindi. Because Switzerland is very international country. It is so modern, like let's say like Singapore, if we talk about in Southeast Asia country. Okay, now moving on to Northern Europe. In Northern Europe here we have Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, UK, Ireland. And we can see here, this is the capital. Denmark is Copenhagen, Estonia, Tallinn, Finland, Helsinki, Iceland is Reykjavik, Ireland, Dublin, Latvia, Riga, Lithuania, Vilnius, Norway, Oslo, Sweden, Stockholm, and United Kingdom is London. Okay, and let's move to Southern Europe. In Southern Europe, we have Albania, Andorra, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Greece, Vatican City, Italy, Malta, Montenegro, Portugal, San Marino, Serbia, Slovenia, Spain, and Republic of Macedonia. This is in Southern Europe. Now, let's move to Eastern. Here, Eastern, we have Poland. This is our neighbor. I'm in Poland now. So Belarus, Ukraine, Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, Czech Republic, and Slovakia. Poland, but they are close to Germany because my place is close to Germany. It's like only 1 hour by bus. No 1 hour. I mean like 4.5 by bus to get to Berlin or some city in Germany like Dresden, or even we are close to Czech Republic here. It's like to Prague. And some people, it's still, if we talk about geography, it's always debatable because some people say that Poland is center of Europe, but some research mention also they are Eastern Europe. But for the capital city, I mean the capital city of Europe is of course is Brussels, because why actually they call is Brussels, Brussels in Belgium, because the headquarters of European Union is located in Brussels. So that's why they say Brussels is the capital city of Europe. Okay, next. This is Scandinavia, is like special. It belongs to Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Iceland, and Sweden. But here again, geographically is still debatable. Some people mention that in Scandinavia country, they have only 3 countries, like Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. But some people also, in some research mentioned that Finland and Iceland also included of Scandinavia countries. Here is very special in the northern because it's very cold, more cold than another part of Europe. That's why the people also are more white, more bright than another. Okay, later I'm gonna talk the people in detail if I have time. So I'm gonna make a pass here. Now let's move to about the political international organization. I think all of you knows that here they have EU or European Unions. Yes, this one is European Union. This is the flag of the European Union. The flag stands for the ideals of unity, solidarity, and harmony among the people of Europe. But not all of the countries in Europe, they are part of European Union. Because the total, actually, the countries in Europe, according to the United Nations, they just have 44 countries. But the members of the European Union, only 27 now. Before UK moved out, it was 28 countries. But last year, UK, United Kingdom, decided to move out from European Union. So now the members of the European Union countries is only 27 countries. Okay. This is the meaning. So the European Union is a political and economic union of 27 member states that are located primarily in Europe. We can see here, the blue color is current members, meaning this is the current member of the European Union. And official candidate is this color, include Turkey, because Turkey is half in Europe and half in Asia. But they are official candidate. and recognize a potential candidate. This color is, you can see this one, and former member, of course, this red color is UK. UK, because UK last year decided to move out from European Union. So now the member of European Union is only 27 countries. Okay, and this is the member actually, except UK. This is the member of European Union countries. You can read more if you are still curious about European Union, because for me it's very interesting. Because if you compare to Southeast Asia, we have also in Southeast Asia, we call ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. So the member is only 10 countries, except Timor-Leste, because Timor-Leste is still the youngest country, but they are not part of Southeast Asia. But even they are not part of Southeast Asian. I mean, they are not part Asian, but they can travel to Europe without visa. It's like Brunei Darussalam, Singapore, Malaysia, and Timor-Leste or East Timor. But East Timor is not part of ASEAN because they are still the youngest country. East Timor, it was part of Indonesia before. So we can compare. In Europe, they have European Union. In Southeast Asia, we have ASEAN. So, okay. And do you know that actually this one, the difference between Schengen states and European Union? Okay, because it's difference. Okay, we're gonna discuss this. You can see this. The Schengen area is an area comprising 26 European countries that have officially abolished all passport and all other types of border control their mutual borders. For visitors to the EU, it effectively means that the Schengen area acts a singular country. When you enter one Schengen country, have entered them all. Means that actually Schengen area is who is living in Europe first, who is part of the Schengen area, but only 26 countries part of the Schengen area. You can read here, okay, not all of the countries, because I mentioned before the countries in Europe is the 44 countries, but not all of them. They are part of Schengen area. Also, not all of them they are part of European Union, because here actually, if you are part of the Schengen area, you can travel with a passport and the border control, even the visa. Even like us here, like me, because I got the Schengen visa, so I can travel to Schengen area for 26 countries. So you just need one visa. So you travel to Schengen area, you don't need more visa. That's why who is living in Europe, it's easier to move from one country to another. Okay, but in case, I mean, like, even because UK, for example, UK is not part of the Schengen area. If you got the visa, only Schengen area, of course you cannot travel to UK because UK is not part of the Schengen area. You need one more visa. So also the same, if you got the UK visa, but not Schengen visa, of course you cannot travel to Schengen area. You just can travel around United Kingdom. But by this Schengen visa, you can travel 26 countries in Europe. And European Union is this is the difference between European Union and Schengen area. In short, they are two different entities of how many countries are included. Both the EU is a political and economic union, whereas the Schengen area allows for the free movement of people participating countries. Okay, means that even some countries part of European Union, if they are not part of Schengen area, you cannot travel to who is not part of the Schengen area. For example, like here is Croatia, Russia, Bulgaria. They are not part of Schengen area, but they are part of European Union. But I still cannot travel to Croatia, Bulgaria, or Cyprus also, Romania, because they are not part of Schengen area. But you can travel to Swiss because I was there in Geneva before. Even Swiss is not part of Schengen, is not part of European Union, but they are part of the Schengen area. That's the for example. So if you have more question, we can discuss about this later. Of course, not this time. It's very interesting. That's why I mean the main point is actually if who is living in Europe, why they easy move to another countries, because of the Schengen visa help us. It's like for you can travel to 26 countries in Europe only by one visa. Okay, and next, this is the international organization. Of course, about United Nations is very familiar for us and also for WHO. This is the United Nations is an intergovernmental organization that aims to maintain international peace and security, development, friendly relation among nations. The simple thing is why actually we should follow this. I mean, I mentioned before, like according to your United Nations, this one, United Nations, let's say PBB, because they are intergovernmental organization. They manage all of the countries in the world. So according to them, we just have only 195 countries. In European Union also, in Europe, they have only 44 countries. But even in area is they have 51. But according to this is 44. And also this one during this COVID-19 is very familiar for us, or let's say Badan Kesehatan Dunia, WHO. But this one is part of the United Nations because they are the founder of this. So WHO, let's say WHO should follow United Nations because they are the body of the United Nations. And then all of the government in this country, because they follow the United Nations rules, of course, they also listen to WHO about according the regulation, wearing masks or physical distancing, or this is all of the countries that, I mean, should follow this WHO. You can read this. WHO is placed against the United Nations responsible for international public health. So let's finish this about the organization, international organization. And there are other organizations as well. For example, like Euro-Asian Economic Union, like the EU. This is, you know, like the diplomatic relation between Asia and Europe about economic. And also this one, the last one is about Center for Nuclear Research, or CERN. Let's say CERN is very familiar for us. I think that's all for the political part, but we are still have a lot actually talking about the people, demographic people in Europe. But if we don't have time, I don't think so. Or can I continue? Or it depends. It depends on the moderator because I will follow it. Yeah. It depends. How about still? Do I still have time? If I still have, we can continue this one. Hello?
I think we can share another discussion with another webinar.
Okay.
Because we have such a limited time. So sorry, sir, but a very interesting topic here.
Okay. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. That's all from me about European studies. But if you have more questions, probably we can discuss more about the people, the languages, and also the food. I mean, the people is very interesting also because we're gonna discuss about like, you know, the demographic people in Europe because they are also different. They have like Slavic, Nordic, Germanic, Alps, or Mediterranean. Even the language family or the food is very interesting. Very interesting. So if you have more questions, probably later, I don't know when we can discuss each other, and I'm glad to share it about the information of Europe. Thank you so much also for the moderator. Thank you so much for all of the participating here for attending this course. And if you have more questions, yeah, you can ask me later. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Very interesting topic, very interesting discussion here. We get so many information, we get so many insight. The most important one, we have general description about European Union, and I'm pretty sure all of us, probably some of us already go abroad, but I'm pretty sure all of us have dreamed to go abroad like you have done now. And we meet at another webinar, sure, and we discuss many more. For the last one, last but not least, all right, the very special because she's the only female speaker we have today. Miss Dina Destari, how are you, Miss? How are you, Miss? Hello?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, Miss?
Alhamdulillah wa syukurillah, I'm fine.
What about
Alhamdulillah.
you? What
I'm
about you?
great, Miss. I'm great.
Ah,
All right. Miss Dina has a very long list of achievements, and I will read some of them. Um, she's taking Bachelor of English Literature, Udayana University, Denpasar, Bali. In 2001, she's taking Master of English Education at 11 Maret University, Surakarta, Central of Java, Indonesia, in 2010, and Child First Aid Certificate, St. John, Auckland, New Zealand, in 2019. Related to the organizational background, in 2013 until 2018, has been the board of Nahdlatul Ulama as a coach of female student of East Kalimantan, also the board of Indonesian Mass Council of East Kalimantan. In 2012 until 2015, has been the head of English Education Department of YAIN Samarinda, also the head of English Club at Islamic Boarding School of Muslim in Indonesia in 2014 and 2016, and many, many more. So, Miss Dina, we have been waiting for so long for having you here. So, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Dina Destari, SSMPD. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Mbak Sofi Rua. Okay, thank you. Auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Thank you to everyone who comes on this call. Okay, I should hear before, yeah. Thank you to everyone who's come on this cool online talk show under the title. The title that give it to me from WhatsApp is Creativity of English Department Students in New Era. So I really an honor and special to share with all of the participants. Thanks in advance for all the head of English department, the Dean of Tarbiyah, Fakultas Tarbiyah dan Ilmu Keguruan, Mr. Eka Mahmud, and also all of the committee of this event. Well, first of all, I believe that all the participants, especially for young generations, because this participant is the students, English department student in our campus EIN Samarinda. I totally believe that as young generations have gotten an overwhelming number of creative ideas during the whole situation that's facing us right now. So I would like to share my idea in PowerPoint. Wait a moment. Hopefully it works. Okay, so share. Hopefully everyone can see it. Is it work? Okay, everyone. I already share the screen sharing to all of you. So based on the title, Creativity of English Department Students in New Era. So now, when, in my opinion, in today's sharing and discussions, I'm gonna share my perspectives about the creativity. The creativity that you, the participants, I always underline you, especially for the young generation, especially I underline for English department students based on the title. That you as millennials should do in the new normal or second wave in the pandemic COVID-19, especially for English students in EIM Samarinda. So why I should say that a second wave, because several days ago, what I've already read in online news, in newspapers also, and talked with some friends who are professional as doctors, they said that actually Samarinda, especially Samarinda, we are in the second wave. So for me, it's not new normal anymore, because second wave, we should be more cautious and more careful with everything. So next, before we jump too far into it, there are a couple or perhaps several things that I want to start with. I only have time 15 minutes, is it right? So I try my best to go to 15 minutes. Firstly, look at this slide. In briefly, while we are talking about the COVID-19, it has brought an unusual time upon us. since this is a fundamental issue in the global village. It's forcing us to all adapt suddenly to life with lockdowns, to life with quarantining, and also social distancing. Everyone is eager to get back to normal life, but I'm sure as a young generation, you should think that what does it mean to all be over? Is that right? So me also, even I'm not young anymore, people yearn for life after COVID-19, but it's not a matter. It's not a matter of just flipping a switch and then going back to life, oh, just as it was pre-shutdown. We cannot stay like that, because when we are talking about a normal life, as long as the virus persists, even at a lower level, I'm not a doctor, but just being of the rate of the books or magazine or online news, the norms of our everyday life will be different, than before we ever heard could be of SARS-CoV-2. We never know. So physical distancing and frequent hand washing will probably need to be in place even after lockdowns have been lifted. So again and again, we cannot spurn it at all, However, our best hope is to safely, gradually regain a bit of life as we knew it. And as young generation, don't forget to always to pray. Not only you, but the stressing for you because you are young generations. So following this, from all of this issue, we consciously or unconsciously, we all are already praised the process. Being a creativity as a students, not only as students, process, we need process. It's not magic, it's impossible. Everything is magic now. Life is process. And then this issue is also the process. So everyone without exceptions, I guess, not only for the short term, mid term, but also it should also be for the long term to build a growth, a mindset about anything, creativity and anything. Next slide. I should focus on my slide because I'm not focused on my slide. My speech will be run away. And then another, I would like to concern about the process of the tolerance. Most of all, I definitely believe that the tolerance is one of the most essentials. It is the last virtue of dying someone's life. Young generations like you have your own culture, you have your own era, your ways to build in your voice for your family, your community, your society, with all of that have link in inextricability with social skills goals. So you cannot live alone by yourself. You cannot choose. There isn't a big gap between you and another person's, So as university students, we are talking about English department. You have a lot of change about that one. Like you in EIN, I'm inclined to believe that you should be able to use those selectively highlighting it as a positive reflections over the lessons for the next life. One of them, what is that? Like our title, creativity. So stay creative, even we are in these situations. So creativity, like you see in the PowerPoint, this is my opinion, okay? Creativity is about the ability to create something new. It also means to come from someone's imaginations or flawed, or sometimes it's often exemplified by work hard. You can get your knowledge. You can get experience as English students at EIN Samarinda, our beloved campus. Even you might think our facilities are not affluent at all, like in Europe, maybe in Australia, in blah, blah, blah. We can't compare that. We can't. It's far away. So why you do not try to feel blessed from Allah? Why you've already had today? I think as what we call as a people who born in Borneo, I think campus tries in EIN. I think EIN tries best to accommodate it. For example, providing access, support, and then you can go anywhere you would like, as long as you have patience and then ability to join some organizations in campus or outside the campus maybe. And in what ways all of those are important and fit with every English students at EIN Samarinda. So moreover, there are, in my opinion, there are no real limits to how much we think, how much we can think of in terms of using our imaginations as creativity. So then you should realize, oh, I can be an agent of change. Never underestimate yourself, and then never belittle by yourself. You are starting to think outside of the box right now. So you can. There is no, it's better late, rather than you never tried before. You are young, you are a young Muslim generations. We are Muslims, we are strong. And then you comes from an English department in religious campus, EIN Samarinda, right? That's right. You are brilliant. You have a positive thinking, positive feeling. You are brilliant. Oh, I'm brilliant. Young generation from EIN, English department. You have a bright spark. Born optimist. We are Muslims. We are born as optimists, not pessimists. You are pious, energetic. You are even do not allow yourself exalted, just because of this phenomenon of COVID-19. Yes, I agree. Not all of you, but also me, myself, it hurts. Yes, of course. Maybe for some people who reach, maybe, or whatever. I don't want to think too crazy. I don't want to take a shit with that, because I just want to share what I've read, what I've based on my knowledge, based on my experience. So you don't give a care with all of this matter, You're young generation, so never give up. Like I would like to quote. This is not my opinion. This is not my word. This is from Michelle Obama. She said that with an education, you all have everything you need to rise above all of the noises and fulfill every last one of your dreams. You can join everything with yourself. You can try your best because you are mature. You are not kid anymore. You are not studying at kindergarten anymore. You are mature. And then some of you feel that you always say is easy, but how? Ask yourself. Following that, a new issue will pop up in your brain. How? Then it's not question. That's my statement, that's germane to the way you think who you are. Again, that's really germane to who you are as a person. So the way I would like to say that we have a life point as a young generations. I think this is not only young generations, but it is all of the ages. But it is more useful for young generations. As a young generations in English department students, and then in Islamic studies, I presume that there are 7 points, life point, that the way you have set yourself to learn because you are mature, you can read Al-Quran every day, you are praying, you are not illiterate, you have spirit, you can ask yourself in a big mirror, who am I? What is your weaknesses? What is your strengths? And then dig up all of this. Ask yourself, your family, your best friend. You have a beautiful people around you. You have a good teachers at campus. And I think I'm not underestimated, but I always positive thinking. I think, all of your teachers at campus can support you as long as you're serious with that and have a commitment, and then you should keep it in the struggles. You can ask your teacher as recommendations. You can ask your classmates, relatives, do organizations through specific information, through specific data. instructions. So believe me, you deserve to get your best. And will creating your interest, you can choose. Like today, you follow this webinar. This is free invitations, you know. You can search in internet, survey, free invitation. Everyone like free, you know. Everyone likes free. Me also, I like free, as long as it is in the good norm. So you can searching digital entrepreneur as a young generation. So I would like to do this one, the free invitations after going to one webinar to another webinar, try to free e-certificate, build a relationship with another, creating your interest, make or create a new group, a little discussion group or whatever, based on your patience, you know. Searching digital entrepreneurs like SB1. There are a lot of, I think, in Indonesia, because in my email, I have a lot of like invitations. Okay, this is digital entrepreneur from SB1. This is webinar, like a lot of, I can't remember it, and I cannot mention it one by one. I believe you can do it by yourself, you know. So everyone needs access. I think I only talk 5 minutes, yeah? Oh, only 5 minutes. Okay, it's good. And then the last one, everybody needs access and support. Everybody needs access and support to reach their goals. And it doesn't mean you are, as an English student, your people, you as young generations. I mean, people around you that is associated with your campus life without adequate support. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that we still have what we call it. Wait a moment. It's just like going flow. Like we have in our campus, English department have elective course. For example, we have a tourism, we have a business management class, and I don't know, I forgot. Only 2 of them that I can remember, or maybe if I'm not mistaken, is translating. So you can build with your friend, with your classmate, which one, and then try to make money from that. But I don't stressing that money is as the first point to get creativity. But yeah, maybe you need it. And then last but not least, when you want to start something new in this area, this is not for only you, but this is also for me. When we want to start something new, it's better to make peace with the past. And it will be far from the mind comparing or dropping. I think that's all. It's okay, 1 minute left. I think it is enough. Thank you very much for the attention. Hopefully it can give a good enlightenment for all of people, especially for young generations in English student at EIN Samarinda. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss. We have a very good discussion here. I underline your point. The first one is building a growth mindset and also praise the process. I think those are very important. So even though if we have limited space, as you said before, but we have no limit for creativity. So for everyone, any question, please? I have seen Kani raise her hand. Do you have a question? No?
I think everyone just focus on e-certificate, yeah? What do you want to do with your e-certificate, huh?
All right, so no, okay, we have 2 chats. Wait. No question?
2 participants raise hand.
We have still more time. All right. All right, so yes.
I think 2 participants raise hand.
Ya, Aulia tuh. Partisipan Rizkyatun Aulia and Octavia.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we have question from Rizkyatun. Oh, the question is for Miss Dina.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it, and I'm already read it.
All right.
I just follow your instructions because you are a presenter here. So if you ask me to answer, then I answer it.
All right. Please, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Mbak. Thank you very much for your attention, Rizkyatun Aulia. I tried to find you, but I don't know who you are. Did you saw your face, Rizkyatun Aulia? I tried to search you. Oh, there's one. Oh, young lady. Thank you, Rizkyatun. So I call you Rizky or Aulia.
Aulia.
Aulia. Okay, that's good. It's minimized of the Rizky because Rizky is my son and my daughter. Well, like I said before, there isn't any specific answer for this, because you know yourself. You should dig yourself, which is what kind of your weaknesses and your strengths. Because the best way that you can do right now is maybe you can make a list, write down what is your positive, what is your negative, what is your plus and minus, and then ask your parents, ask your close friend, best friends, and remember, a good friend is always told you the truth, even if it is hurt for you. And if a good friend, I don't want to say the best friend, because even in my life, I don't have a best friend in my life. My best friend only my parents. Even my husband he's not always my best friend. So a good friends, Rizkyatun Aulia, they never they never judge you in front of the people. They will tell you smoothly. They will tell you with WhatsApp, Japri. People said like that, Japri. Is that right? Jaringan pribadi. What is Japri? Something like that. My daughter said Japri. It means like privately. It's a privately. Oh, jalur pribadi. Oh, thank you, Kak Agung. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. Japri, jalur pribadi. Okay, I remember that. So a good friend is like that. He never told you directly in front of the people. It means like the word they can make you assume. So to create creativity, like you can build like one of the elective, for example, it is that based on my empirical experience, you can search by yourself, ask your friends, maybe your teacher, your beloved teacher, which is close, and then you should selectively, objective, not subjective, because the way you creative based on your patience, then it is easy for you to get, salary, to get money or everything. Now everything, I think, when I start doing a creativity like you, teenagers, I don't know, I think you are teenagers. I never think about money, I just thinking about how can I work hard, create a relationship with another. I have, what should I do to get a new experience, like Mas Wahid, the other speakers. So I don't think at the first time he's think too much about money, because everything is based on your passion, your interest. So create creativity for English learners, and then you can come, and there are a lot of stuff in the internet. You can come and join with the what it is for adult. Yeah, you can try to search a community for people who learn, for example, English language. We have like that in internet. We have like in Indonesia, or maybe a global village in the world. You can do it by yourself, or maybe you can have, as long as you are not stuck, as long as you're not introvert by yourself, you should extrovert, and then there is a motivations by yourself. I mean, the motivation is not only from the outside motivations, but also your intrinsic motivations. If you just like, usually this come from a girl, a girl like you, a girl or woman, something up and down, moody. People said a moody. If you are moody, don't, so I don't think that you can create creativity for English. If your stressing is English, and then everyone have their own uh, strengths in English. Maybe you are very good in speaking. Maybe feel that you are fluently in writing or whatever. You can come and join with a community with that community that have the same passion, the same interest with you. I think so. I do believe, last but not least, Aulia, I do believe that you have your own idea. You have your own creativity to think and to dig who you are. What is your patience? I'm already believe that as young generations, you've got an overwhelming number of creative ideas by yourself. I think that's all. Thank you, Aulia. Nice to know you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Miss. Anyone else?
I would
No one?
like to ask Mr.
Yes.
Wahid.
Okay.
Can I?
Yes. Yes,
Sure.
please.
Okay. Maybe it's out of the material that you have presented to us. I want to ask, how do you feel and how much do you thanks to God that you are Indonesian when you are abroad? You know, maybe everyone wants to be abroad to study or each other, but they don't have braver. They can't be brave to do that like you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, please. Yes, sir. Please.
Can you write down, please, for the question? Because the point is, okay. Yeah, so after that I can answer it. Okay, but I got some point that okay. Wait. Okay, I got the point here. Okay, I'm trying to answer these questions. Thank you so much for the question from my classmate. She is Della Octavia. Yes, for the first experience, that's actually, yeah, the first like 2017. Actually, before I moved to Europe, I got the scholarship in India before. But the thing is, actually, just keep doing that. You think you can do it, but of course, you need the process. You need the process to get what you want. For example, before I never thought, but at the first beginning when I was a university student, if I'm not mistaken, it's like for the semester when we were still studying at the first campus at the time. But you know, like when I come to university and I feeling that I'm English students, and I always get motivation to go abroad. So in the fourth semester, I decided to make a passport because I didn't know where will I go at the time. But at least I know the key to go abroad is a passport because passport is a key. So means that is part of my effort to to get what I want to go to abroad. So at that time in 2015, we went to abroad with some of people here like Era and our friends to Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand because it's the key. And then after it, I get more motivation, and then I'm trying to improve my English all the time because I realized that my English is not really good even now because I'm still learning. Because for me, English is a foreign language. It's not our native speaker. It's not our mother tongue. So every So we should improve it every day, because I believe that learn English is not only this time, but it's gonna be forever, because English is not our native speak, not our mother tongue. English is the foreign language. Even English is not as a second language for Indonesian. So after that, I decided to find some opportunity, and during it was, I should finish my study like 2017, but at the time I still have I want to go abroad to get some scholarship, and then I got it from the, like, how to say it, pemuda. I mean, from pemuda dan olahraga. I forgot how to say it. So I got it, and I moved to India. So, and then I come back and then I finish my study, and then I got this opportunity again to move to Europe, and then so the thing is, just keep trying and just believe on yourself, and of course you should improve your, but of course it takes time. It takes time. It's not like what you, yes, it takes time. So for me, about Indonesian, yes, next question, yes, I'm proud became Indonesian, because I'm Indonesian. Here I can share my culture, and I can talk about my people, can talk about my, like, what is that, because it's very different. If you compare to European culture and Asian culture, is totally different. Even with the people, with the food, everything is totally different. So I'm proud to be Indonesian, because we are unique. I feel that I'm unique here, because normally for the European people, they always say that like about the skin color, and also the weather, because normally here the weather, they just get like only 3 months in a year. Now it's summer time, but in Indonesia we have sunny every day. So they like kind of the weather, and also they like to see that our skin color is darker than them. It's darker, but for us, for Indonesian, we prefer like white color. Yes. So I'm proud to be Indonesian, because of course, I mean, like, because of the culture, they said we are more friendly. We are always smiling all the time to the people, not like some European people based on that, like what I found, because of course we are in different culture. Because for European, they have the personal space. We cannot ask them, like, if you just meet them in the first time. Of course, we cannot ask for the personal questions. I think that's all. Thank you so much for the questions.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wahid. Thank you, Okta, for the
Okay.
questions. All right,
You're
so
welcome.
for the closing, we would like to listen some messages for us as young students here from each speakers, from Mr. Wahid, Mr. Agung, and Miss Tina. Like motivations or advice for us before we close this talk show. Okay. So who want to go first? Mr. Wahid or Miss Tina?
Sorry.
We would like to hear some messages for us as a young students before we close the talk show.
Okay. Okay.
We would like to hear from each speakers.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. For me, just keep moving, and just keep doing that you think that is gonna be, like, you can do it by, and don't make us, I mean, don't close yourself to learn something new. Yes, and try and feel, but not not feel to try. Okay, sorry. Just try and feel, and not to feel to try. That's from me. Is only the simple things.
All right. Thank you for Mr. Agung.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you very much. Actually, I just want to say, or to emphasize that this pandemic COVID-19 has brought us to inconvenience, and also that we cannot do something as we did before, but due to the limitations of the condition and circumstances, so we still can do something uh, by uh, by applying or by using certain platform in technology. So just like the previous presenter said, that keep moving, keep moving. The old Indonesian proverb says, tidak ada bahkan akan menjadi. Ya. So we still can register, for example, like seminar proposals using Zoom and other kind of campus activities can also be done by using technology. I think that's all. Hopefully, what we have discussed and talked today will be very beneficial, not only for the participants, but also for the speakers as well. Thank you very much.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you so much, Mr. Agung. And the last one, please, Miss Dina, our beautiful speaker here.
Thank you, Mbak. You also beautiful, Sophie Rua. Okay, I think this is just a simple quotations for young generation, especially for young generations, and for me, Kak Agung, Haji Safa, Dek Tanti, and mungkin maybe the others, the others who not teenagers or 20s anymore. My stressing for you, all of English students, especially English student at English department, EI and Samarinda. Education is not the name of any degree or the name of any certificate that can be shown. S1, S2, S3 professor, it is just a bullshit. Okay, education is not the name of any degree or certificate that can be shown to others as a proof. But for me, education is the name of our attitude. Education is the name of our actions. Education is the name of our language, our behavior, our religion as Muslims, our personality with other live in real life, included your creativity as a young generation. Don't forget to pray to Allah 5 times in a day. I'm sorry, I know I'm far from perfect. Thank you very much for all of the silaturahim. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All right, thank you so much for Miss Dina, Mr. Wahid, and Mr. Agung Sucahyo, all the lecturers, and my beloved brother and sister. Thank you so much for joining our talk show today. Hope you have a great day, and hope our dream will come true, whatever it is, study abroad or work in abroad. And the last one, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. Bye Wahid. Bye Kak Agung.
Bye. Thank you, Ibu Dina.
Miss you Wahid. Miss you Wahid.
Miss you, Ibu. Miss you too.
I love you. I love you
Oh,
all. Assalamualaikum.
nggak ada foto.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Sudah tadi Sar di screenshot.
Oke.
Okay. Bye Wahid. Bye Kak Agung.
Bye Ibu. Thank you so much for all the lectures.
Thank you. Kak Agung salam buat Sari Anton.
Miss Dina, Pak Sapa, Pak Muklis.
Bye bye. Bye everyone. Thank you very much.